been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number. Fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
possible.
Comic-Con, and we are going to be starting up with some MK1, and a little bit later we might get Smash Melee, but we have to let our tournament organizers know if we're going to be able to do it, because, you know, we want some crazy players. I have personally heard about Taco. He's a Smash Melee player who I personally have been following for a very long time. This man came from San Antonio, Austin, and he's coming down here back in the valley, back into his roots. I heard that he's going to be coming for Smash Melee, but that's a little bit later. That's a little bit for maybe an hour later, maybe an hour or two. But right now we are going with MK1. What I'm really surprised about is I've seen a couple players going all the way from Evo down to here right now, and they didn't make like last place or anything. They were fighting right in the middle, going blow for blow with a bunch of crazy players, and they were able to meet up like such as Sonic Fox, different players like that. But right now, what do you think is your mindset going into just watching MK1 right now?
Honestly, you know, as someone who's barely played this game or not known much about it, I want to see how they handle the overall, you know, abilities of the gameplay, because I know about combo breakers, I know about, you know, about super meters, I know about all this stuff, but knowing the technical
Cold can't stop me, not even in deep
how to
space.
control everything,
Everyone
how to
has
block,
a weakness.
how to move yourself around the
find
stage,
yours.
and having cameo fighters as well, and getting, you know, backed up from a fall. I want to see how well I can handle that against this one. That's
Round one.
And right now you're seeing Ethernet and Joffrey going in right now as Sub-Zero, or as Omni-Man and Sub-Zero. I'm really excited to see a lot of these DLC characters who are just on screen right now. I mean, Omni-Man, look, I watched Invincible recently. I'm super excited, but you were just seeing this Omni-Man just tearing him apart, going with these crazy combos already on the start.
I want to see how Sub-Zero's gonna handle that, because it seems like Unit has a very offensive style. He keeps his distance, but once he pushes it, he just instantly goes for it. But Sub-Zero
already getting that corner carry already resetting with a nice combo. What is he gonna do?
Oh my gosh.
Unfortunate setup.
But he's got him cornered, which is a good thing. You know, when you're in the back corner, it's really hard to get, you know, out of it. But, you know, it seems he's trying, but Sub-Zero really has a tight hold on him.
Even right now, he just keeps on going with
Juggling,
nothing to breathe.
Seems like Omni-Man, I don't know. Who knows? Ooh.
Even then, he keeps on just going and gets another reset into the ground again.
And like I was saying earlier, those cameo moves, wow, punish into a knockdown. Those cameo moves are really confusing. How might they you know, they do damage overall, and how might they help, you know, push a character back in the corner?
Even that, just having all those tools. I mean, almost every single character has like really great tools to push you back into the corner. But when Sub-Zero first released, he was considered one of the worst characters in the game, and that made me a little sad in that sense. But now he has these crazy tools that are just like, where he has crazy tools, crazy frame data and everything, to be able to just grab one opponent and just throw them all the way in the corner, as well as Omni-Man. Once he gets that grab on you and already has you up in the air and just throws you into the corner, it's just one big crazy game that you're not going to be able to go into. But what an amazing grab, taking him back into the corner, already having that corner control that Joffrey has already like established.
Yeah. From what I'm seeing, it seems like Udanet is having a hard time keeping his distance. Wow.
With game 1 gone, so, you know, Joffrey with his Sub-Zero and Cyrex combo. I mean, I love the fact that he does all these weird combo resets and just makes sure that, and when he extends his combos, he makes sure that it's going to be really purposeful and it has a lot more opportunity to go for it. But already off the gate, another crazy combo off Joffrey, already into the corner.
Juggling him with air combat. What I was seeing earlier was that our Omni-Man here, he got scared a little bit. He kept pushing himself back. He didn't want to get back into the corner like how he is right now. He's not pushing it, and I'm hoping to see a little more offensive attacks. You know, maybe get a couple blocks in so we can push back. But he just seems like he's too afraid.
Even then, he is just trying to get corner domination already. Joffrey, at least, he's getting countered by Ethernet. Ethernet already pushing him back in that familiar corner already.
I think Udanet is Sub-Zero.
Udanet is Omni-Man.
Is Omni-Man? Okay,
Yes.
well, I guess I'm wrong then. Anyways, we have a cameo Fatal Move. This is what a Fatal Move is, right? Or no?
No, what you're going to see with a Fatal Move is a one big giant animation. But right now, everybody's using their tools. They're trying to use it as combos right now. Even then, they're not going to be able to do any sort of Fatal Move yet. But already, Joffrey taking that first round is insane.
Man, I'm just... It doesn't even feel like a fair fight so far. Omni-Man's getting a little bit of a couple punches in, but from what I'm seeing, Sub-Zero just keeps pushing him back in the corner and just holding him there. He's getting a couple punches off, but it's just nothing's really happening. He keeps getting pushed back after each attack.
Even then, he's with Ethernet, he is establishing his combo game as it is, but he is even doing a little bit more, trying to get at least some sort of grounds on this game. But Joffrey is just showing that domination that he already knows with Sub-Zero, and already with Cyrex already just almost extending that combo. But even then, Ethernet just already grabbing him and doing some crazy combos already.
Sorry, I was got hit. But what I'm really seeing is Omni-Man's trying to push back a little more, and he found some openings, but you know, Sub-Zero breaking away with that cameo counter. What I want to know is how are they trying to deal with air combat? Because Omni-Man's a very, you know, lifted person. He's good in air combat. I want to see what he's trying to do.
And we're going to be seeing... Oh!
Okay, well I guess we're not seeing any fatalities.
We're not going to be seeing any fatalities. Maybe he's waiting until he makes it to Grands. It's going to be showing it off.
Probably.
A lot out of respect, he just did a clean 2-0 and just went.
Out of respect, there was no respect in that match. That guy kept getting cornered the whole way through.
Like he could have doubled or double fatality just for disrespect.
You know what? You're right. But I mean, at that point, it's just like, how are you gonna have any respect at all? You might as well go for the fatality. He was in the corner the whole time.
Even then, he just did not have the opportunity to keep going.
Yeah.
With game 1 done, it was Ethernet. My bad. Ethernet was the Sub-Zero. The seating was a little messy.
I know. It's not your fault.
Ethernet went crazy. I mean, Ethernet did what he needed to do. He walked in, established everything that he needed to do. He went in and had a really crazy corner game. As soon as J-Ray with his Omni-Man tried to go into that corner, or try and get out of corner, every single time, even when he had a corner, Ethernet would just go straight up, grab him, throw him back in the corner, and just
instantly counter him.
Or
like
even
out of nowhere.
Or even then, he would just do crazy side switches, or just crazy, just take you from one end of the stage to the other. I mean, that is something that we are going to be expecting tonight.
Yeah, from sorry to cut you off, but from what I heard is that cameos are really good for pushing back people all the time.
And even then, having that crazy control as it is. But we are going to be taking a break for right now. Everybody, please get your popcorn, get your drink. Please, you got to be seeing these crazy games for tonight.
Honestly.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall, fear outweighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it in a sense, a feel of discontent. I'm finally.
And we are back at South Texas Comic-Con. Right now, we're going to be seeing BNC and Hungry Shark going head-to-head right now. I'm really excited. I'm your host, Chris Gino, and this is my co-commentator, Comment. Both of us are ready to see just this Omni-Man gameplay. I mean, look, I'm going to be honest with you. We saw Omni-Man. He was struggling a little bit against Sub-Zero. But right now, this is Omni-Man versus a Noob Cybot combo, or Noob Scorpion combo. My bad. But I am really excited to see this right now because, like, I'm one for Omni-Man. I love Invincible so much. I mean, the Amazon show really got me into it, so I'm hoping to see some crazy combos, some crazy gameplay.
I mean, already we're seeing him just grapple Noob right away and just corner him. But what I want to see is Noob really take the counter and really push back because Noob is one of my favorite characters, and he has a very great way of performing against, punishes,
Yes, even that, it's just, with the way that Omni-Man plays, I really do love it. He does have all the tools that he does need. I mean, he does not even need projectiles because himself, he just breaks that room that people would have, like such as zoners and stuff like that. Each and every single time, he would just break into it. But right now, BNC is just struggling to get any sort of footing at the moment against Hungry Shark.
And Noob, oh wow. Noob just taking out Omni-Man immediately and using his counter to, use his cameo counter, full super bar and everything. Now what I'm trying to see is Omni-Man pick up the pace and raise him off the ground because that's where he does well. He does well in air combat like we're seeing here. But Noob Cybot has a great counter when it comes to, ground force.
Even then, chaining into a grab into this massive combo.
Golly.
Oh my lord, already taking 20, almost 50% at this point. Oh my lord. Like, this is what Omni-Man, this is what BNC has. He has enough opportunities with this combo with Omni-Man and Jax. Once he gets his combo going, and once Jax grabs him, he just extends it. It just goes crazy.
I knew getting a couple damages, but Omni-Man just completely finishing him. Not even able to use his fatal blow.
That was just a crazy 50% just off rip.
Entirely. Now, but I think Noob got a little annoyed there because look at what he's doing right now. He's pushing back. He's trying to get some more force in.
Ready with the corner control, already with corner carry. Responded back with the combo breaker.
Entirely. But also Omni-Man getting a punish in and Noob getting a counter. What I'm trying to see is, because these people seem very equal. They seem equal in health, they seem equal in attack. But when someone gets the lead here, it's very hard to get out of it. But they are able to punish each other very easily.
Especially with the fact that he uses his cameo like that, where he just extends his damage. And you already know that he already has...
37 hits too.
Yes. Even then, he has enough tools to get himself with where it's like 50% already. He doesn't need that much. He has pure skill. He has already the time and knowledge.
Using a fatal blow.
Ready, getting that fatal blow and guaranteeing the winning for this game.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry.
Wait, maybe he lives. Maybe
I don't think so.
Maybe Damage Skin will save him just a little bit.
Oh, just a little. If he gets that fatal blow off. No.
Unfortunately, he was patient and took the block into it. Just a great counter already. But already, Hungry Shark has established that he is not here to play games. He is here to win. It doesn't matter that you have 50% combos. It doesn't matter you have all these tools ready to hand. He's ready to just take games, take everything.
Yeah, but that was still barely the first round of this three-round match. What I'm trying to see is how well Noob is able to counter against Omni-Man. And obviously he already has shown how well. But when Omni-Man gets that lead, everything, he's able to really push back and do well. So I want to see the counters.
Already with Jax again on screen. Already with another grab. and
God.
already doing about 30% off rip.
Omni-Man's Cameo is doing a lot of heavy work here.
He is, but it's one of the best tools that you can have with Omni-Man currently. I mean, the fact that it guarantees and basically just already forces a, not reset, but a combo extension, but Noob Sidebot already doing so much damage off rip. This is a nice, beautiful 25% combo.
From what I'm seeing, he gets a little pissed off towards the end and starts using his fatal as a way just to finish things off, like right here. But he got denied that.
What a beautiful response already, and just hits him with his chest. He's just good to go.
Very short round there.
BNC is just here and ready.
Now, Hungry Shark already won first round, but if we get BNC to win another round, we're going to extend this by another match. And what I want to see is how well they can handle staying in this realm of just fighting for so long.
Man, this is why I love Mortal Kombat so much. This is such a combo-heavy focused game, and especially in the RGV and like towards the RGV / like Mexico area, we love our combos. Like, I mean, all the games that we played that were popular back then for us is so combo-heavy that it's built into our blood, built in our systems, and we are just seeing it off rip for Mortal Kombat as it is.
Entirely. Now, I want to see how these people handle being forced to just continuously attack each other, because at some point you get tired, you get a little bored, and look right here, Omni-Man just taking him out immediately, making it equal 1-1. How long do you think they'll last just fighting each other over and over again?
BNC, I mean, look, it's gonna be a game of attrition at this point. It's anybody's game already. And both of them seem equal. They do have the skill for it. It's not just a domination like we saw in the last game. This is blow for blow. These are people that already know the game pretty well and already know how to use their tools properly and just keep on showing it.
Just going combo after combo, already at 50. Now what I want to talk about is, what are these people fighting for? What are they getting out of this tournament here?
They're getting a grand cash prize already. That is something that they're fighting for already. But they are fighting to be the best within the UTRGV, or not, sorry, UTRGV.
The RGV.
Within the RGV itself. I mean, look, we got the cash prize. Look, for me, that's a constellation prize to becoming the best within the RGV itself.
And then, you know, having that title out here, that Comic-Con winner. Now, I want to see how Noob is just able to throw it back on Omni-Man out of nowhere.
Hungry Shark is just establishing his Noob gameplay already, and even then, we always see Omni-Man just doing these crazy combos and stuff like that. But Noob already just has these impact hits already with just beautiful combos. When he is establishing his first hit into his combo, he establishes it well.
Entirely. Now, like we've seen in previous combat games, Noob Saibot always has this revenge type gameplay. He'll do okay in the beginning, but will really pick up speed towards the end, like we're seeing here with Omni-Man already at 10% health. I want to ask you a question. How do you think Noob will hold up, you know, throughout the tournament?
Throughout the whole tournament, I mean, he has the tools, he has everything ready to go, and already
on the ground.
Took the best of 3 already.
Hungry Shark taking this match.
Is establishing it, and look, BNC, he was no pushover. He was not a pushover. He could just go all the way through lower bracket already, but right now it is a first to 3, so we are going to be seeing what is going to be going on tonight.
Oh, so this was a best of 5. All right. Well, I want, because like you said, a war of attrition here. Normally, best of 3, you get tired towards the 3rd match. Now that we're doing best of 5, the 3rd match is already happening. What do you think is gonna continue after that?
I think with this, what already match point is set, this is either a game where the underdog is going to be able to understand their opponent and find that one opening, that key weakness that they know from their opponent, or they find that opportunity that they need. But right now, Hungry Shark is giving
He's giving
nothing.
No space at all. Omni-Man is already down at 10% again, and getting countered by Scorpion.
But already with a combo breaker, if he did not do that, you know Omni-Man would have BNC would have instantly got that game. But thank God he's using his resources properly and knows what he's doing off the gate.
Entirely. But like we were talking about earlier, these people are very equal. They know how to hold up against each other. So it could be anyone's game so long as the first one gets the first punch off, because these people know how to combo. They know how to keep reading in, like we're seeing here. They know how to counter each other, but it feels like once they get that rhythm, they instantly just demolish the enemy.
And whenever he sets to neutral, what's that called? Hungry Shark just has this way of playing neutral. He is waiting for his opponent to make a mistake. He is very patient. And I'm very glad that we are seeing this, because as we go back to Smash, we already established us as American players, even in the RGV, we are just aggressive. But Hungry Shark takes the set against BNC. He knew what he was doing, and he established that he is here tonight to take everything, anything and everything.
Are we going again? Because I thought this was a best of 5.
Fight.
Might we be going again? I think we might be going again. I'm not too sure. But let's continue talking about the matches real quick while we figure this out. What I wanted to talk about and ask is the way that the Omni-Man, our BNC, he hasn't used his fatality or his fatal moves at all. He hasn't pushed for that little blow and that little extra damage. Do you wanna comment on that and why that might be?
I think the fact that BNC is just, he is there to, when it comes to him, the way that he plays Omni-Man is really insane. It's kind of just a weird art of just where he's just establishing he establishes what he needs to do, and when he gets it going, he is a very, I wouldn't say snowball, because that is a very offensive way to come
I mean, you're not wrong at the very least.
He establishes what he needs to do, and he establishes what he needs to do and what he needs to accomplish at that point. And the fact that he needs to play very, very like intensive neutral against Hungry Shark, who's already established.
I mean, I feel like he's playing a little too safe. Bless you, sir. It's okay. He's just playing too safe. He needs to play more offensively. Because like in the beginning, he was getting those combos up, and he won a match because of it. He won a round because of it. You know, he just really needs to push hard. That way he can actually get that overall, you know, that punishing move. Get that push. Like, look here, he's not pushing, and Noob takes the round.
Even that, it's just Hungry Shark versus BNC right now. Just the fact that what we're seeing on screen is just a 1-1. It's down to 1-1 already, and Hungry Shark is just going over and over on what he needs to do, and he establishes what he needs to do. Both of them have really great game. When they get their own game going, it is very hard, especially with this type of game where it's very combo heavy. And once you get that opportunity to take a punish, you continue with it. You do not give it up. You do not do anything. But with a big grand slam, Hungry Shark keeps on going. He
Comboing even
to death.
after he's dead.
He does not care. He
Disrespecting without doing the fatality. Can you imagine that?
I know.
That was a even but still one-sided match. I will say that. Noob Saibot is always great in later round, you know, differences. In all of these games, he always is able to push that last little bit, get a big amount of damage in the end.
When he has the resources, he does go. Even though Combo Breaker might be very expensive in this game, he establishes it in multiple ways. He establishes it with, he gives a bar, that's fine. He establishes it with really great neutral. He has really great combo extensions, and even then, the amount of damage that he does, this is almost optimal at this point. Even then, actually optimal.
Yeah, from what we've seen, it seems like Omni-Man might not be the best play here because he's already lost twice, right?
Yes.
I mean, maybe we see more Omni-Man, maybe we see better Omni-Man players. But it seems like he's not the most versatile. He'll get a couple combos in, but in the end, if the mind's too foggy, it's just not going to work. You need to be focused in order to get Omni-Man's full range of potential.
I mean, we have a lot of DLC characters that I'm really excited about to see. I mean, we see we have Peacekeeper, we have Omni-Man, Homelander. I mean, what's your idea of like an exciting like person to see within this game right now?
I really just like T-1000, you know.
Yes.
Terminator. Yeah, I love seeing everything, you know, from the previous game, Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator. It was just amazing, and I want to see the T-1000 really pop out in this event.
And even then, I'm really excited to see Conan in the first place. I mean,
yes.
I saw Maximilian play him maybe about a month ago, and this guy had some of the most crazy combo extensions I've ever seen in my life. I mean, but for right now, we are going to be cutting into break. We are going to be seeing. We already saw the domination between Hunger Shark versus BNC. I mean, Hunger Shark established everything that he needed, but right now we're going to be having some very impactful games coming up soon. So please come back and watch it soon.
And Ty, we will be cutting the break.
We will be cutting to break in a minute.
Welcome back. I am Comet. This is Quizgino, and we are coming in with Cairo and Lord Kratos. Now, what do you want to see from this match? Because it seems like we're still deciding on characters. Since we are in winner's semifinals, what do you want to see in this gameplay?
Look, I did a little bit of research, and I saw that Cairo came all the way from EVO 2024 playing MK1. Out of about 500, 600 participants, he placed at 169th. He's that middle dog that everybody's not gonna be looking at until he makes these impactful games already.
All right.
But right now we are doing a button check, I'm guessing.
I have no clue. But
they're doing a clean little button check right now. But we are going to be going to the game soon. But I'm really excited to see Cairo. I'm going to be excited to see what is it called? I'm really excited to see Cairo just be in the flesh right now, because Cairo is from what I'm seeing, he's one of those just those people that are in the middle of the pack. I mean, we can relate this all the way to Mario Kart.
Oh yeah.
If you're either first or dead last, you don't get any action. It's the people who are from
in the middle,
from third to ninth. Those are the people that are going against each other and always having that.
Entirely, they're constantly having a fight, pick each other up, put each other down. That way they can just get a form of showing themselves off and showing off their moves and skill sets, and showing that they can handle themselves in this area.
Even then, I'm really excited just to see players like this, because especially when we're watching Evo and stuff like that. It was me and the boys. We're by the pool watching Evo, like it's the Super Bowl for us at this point. I was gonna say we're cracking brew and everything, and we're watching Evo, and we're like, dang, these middle dogs are like. We look at them, we're like, yeah, we could totally beat these guys, and then we do. We get washed. We do get washed.
You're like, I think I'm pretty good. Let's just walk in. Turn around, go home.
You get washed by that middle pack, and those are the players that you are gonna get like they're usually like the local demons to the regional demons that you might have, and a lot of players do have those demons that they're just gonna be not gonna be able to, I guess, go through those trials and tribulations. And even then, I'm just excited in general just to see a lot of the just the gameplay that within these people, because it's like this is kind of the middle pack that we're expecting. This is the people that like when you first go into the scene, you're there and you're just like, yeah, I can take that guy. You're watching like casual games and stuff like that.
You're ego checking yourself at this point, you know?
Yeah, you are looking you're under lights, pressure is on, your hands are fiddling, your palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even expect you to say that.
But it's those things where you're at the opportunity, everybody is here, and it's time for them to just keep going as it is.
And as we are going into our map selection, it seems that Lord Kratos and Cairo are going against each other with Quan Chi and Havoc. What are you expecting from this match?
I'm expecting Cairo to be that middle dog, that middle pack that everybody's been expecting for. We have yet to see both these players play on stream, but with the research I've done already, this man could do an upset. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but already with Havoc getting the first damage and counter, I'm seeing that Quan Chi, Cairo, while he is middle packed, he is still middle packed. He's not the greatest, so he has to do a little more damage. But Havoc, even already getting about 10% down, what do you think might happen?
I just love the way that Cairo, I can't even think, but I can just see the way that Cairo is already establishing it. Once he gets his combos, he's already putting air weight at almost screen distance. This is the type of character that a lot of players might be struggling with in the first place.
Yeah, I think Quan Chi's a very mid-range character, but Havoc as well is very close range, able to break that distance that they're able to put between each other. And both of them having fatal blows. What do you think they're not using it for?
I think they're using it for, honestly, right now, it is this type of game where it's very moment to moment. And
okay.
X-Ray is, I'm an MK10 player, but Fatal Blow is a very, if you get called out on that you're going to use it, and especially in a set like this, you are just going to get washed through. So you want to use your tools, but you want to use them almost sparingly at this point, yes. And you have to be very patient. You have to be very just noticeable of what you need to do, because a lot of the players are using their I'm a bar. I burn my bar all the time in Street Fighter and all these games because I just like seeing my characters go crazy, go crazy or go home. So I just expect I'm very rush down heavy, but players like this who are very patient, they have to be sparingly and they have to play very, very patient. And Cairo is already showing that he's just trying to get full screen control. And even then, it's for Havoc, it's very hard to go in because you don't have that many tools to go in except for your cameo. But already Cairo taking the first round.
I didn't expect that, because from what I saw after he took the very first, not round overall, but in-game round, he instantly took his distance. He instantly made sure to stay away, like he wanted some sort of form, and that made him lose health. It made him go down to 25% almost immediately. But he was able to pick it back up and destroy Havoc's health, Lord Kratos here.
Yes.
Now, with him taking the first round of this set, what do you think that might do to Lord Kratos' mentality or overall his gameplay?
I want to go next to this guy. That's what I would be thinking at this point. I want to be next to him. I want to break as much of distance away from him. But Quan Chi just has this very... he establishes his screen control really well, and even then, you just don't have that much of an opportunity to
get in a combo out here. Already up to 20, but getting it reverse. Now, with Havoc, he's able to push in real easily, but when it gets to getting counters, he doesn't have a lot to push back overall. And like we're seeing here, Quan Chi already getting down to 50.
Even then, it's just Havoc has to use his Sub-Zero cameo to even get himself pushed in, and that's because Sub-Zero had to throw him into the fight
entirely.
But already he has the combo already ready to go, already getting the side switch into the corner.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing here, that counter and that combo does great in heavy damage later on, but near the beginning it just doesn't seem like it works too well. And Havoc already getting Quan Chi, already down for the first round. What I want to talk about is overall the way that they keep each other's distance. It feels like one doesn't push in, but when they get close, they take that opportunity.
They do, and especially in this game where I see a lot of people side switching almost instantly while they're doing mid combo, and it's so crazy with the amount of people who they don't push to the other side like how Sub-Zero players do. They just jump over you, and while you're mid comboing you to keep that some sort of control going. But Havoc is already having some sort of just already the life lead. He has almost everything, but Quan Chi is nothing to mess around with currently, because once he gets that full screen control, there is nothing else he can do.
But he countered with Sub-Zero and got Quan Chi out, disrespected him without the finisher. Lord Kratos and Pyro already equaled 1-1.
Already taking just the first game for himself, but I like the switch that he did. He was very patient until he needed to go in, and when he did, he just had a really crazy mix-ups to what he needs to do, and his combo game is just really, really like amazing. And the fact that he has corner control, and the only time that he had to do a side switch was mid-combo, and he established it well.
Like I said, when we were first talking about after Quan Chi's first round set win, I wanted to ask, it's like his mentality, how would Havoc work? And look what happened. He completely switched over. He completely started dominating like we're doing here. 16-point combo.
Almost down to the gutter at this point, and just
immediately destroying that 10% health.
Man, Lord Kratos is just establishing what he needs to do right now, and already caught him almost doing a projectile and did an amazing grab into the corner.
Wow, I think he's trying to set up for a good combo, but Quan Chi's pushing back. However, he already did a reversal Havoc. With half health gone and barely any for Havoc, I want to see what Quan Chi's going to do to counter against that. And getting the grab in with Serena.
And he's going to be stuck in the corner. This is Quan Chi's domain, and will he have to establish it? No, he does not. Already, Lord Kratos is in his face, but Kyra already responded with a clean combo, but Havoc is just running away from that corner because he knows
if he gets trapped, it's over for him. He's going to get demolished.
But already gaining that corner control, but never mind. Quan Chi already responded back with a beautiful combo. Cairo just keeps on going. Mr. Incredible does not know what to do.
Entirely. And I want to see Quan Chi use his Fatal Blow. I feel like that would be a game over for this round, but it seems, here it is. Like I said, I wanted to see it, and here it comes.
Just an amazing Fatal Blow. Cairo had to use anything and everything to get at least that first game in. And look, Lord Kratos is not a pushover. He is not.
He isn't, but we still have one round in this game. Let's see how they handle each other. Already 1-1.
Even then, Havoc is just such a great character. He has very high damage, when he's in your face, you're screwed at that point.
Yeah, and like we were talking about, pure map control, getting the whole screen space, that's great for Quan Chi, but Havoc is a very close range character. He has to push in, and with Quan Chi being able to push back all the time here, it really hurts him because he can't get corner control at all.
He does not, and even then, the way that both these players are trying to play to their strengths and trying to at least play around those cons, even then, it's almost just the way that they play already. Serena just had a way to get Pyro to sit.
Oh, wait, Havoc at 40-11. Using a Fatal Blow, I think he won this round.
He turned it around. Lord Kratos already.
Oh my gosh, look at that sliver of health. He had nothing and the controller disconnected. Something happened. We don't know, but we already know the output of this match. Havoc won this.
Lord Kratos.
Established.
He established what he needed to do already, and he took what he needed to take, and that's it. I mean,
I don't think his cameo did anything really. Scorpion helped him with some shielding and some damage, but really it was Havoc's overall control of being able to push forward, even when he was low, even when he was risking most of it entirely.
That personally got me so scared that the Serena, when her
daggers.
When her daggers came back and hit Lord Kratos in the back, I was like, oh no, this
game's over. Yeah,
this is game.
Once I saw it hit, like a .11 health, I was like, how is he even gonna come back from this? But somebody finally decided to use their fatal move. Finally.
And even then, they have a lot of establishment with what they need to do, and it's insane on what they need to do. It's just, I guess, to say it weirdly, they come in. It's very moment to moment. As we just saw, this is not just a game where it's, you know, you kind of just establish that life lead, that tool need, or the tools that you need already. Once you have it in the lead already, you're there, you're whatever, who cares, right?
Yeah.
But this game is very moment to moment, and we just saw that right now.
Entirely.
He was down, but he was not out, and 0.11 health, and he was still kicking like there was no tomorrow.
Entirely. Now, are we going to see another match between Cairo and Lord Kratos, or are we going to go on to our next form?
I think we are going to be seeing 2 new players on the big screen right now.
And this is winners finals, correct? Or losers finals?
I can actually check right now, but while we're looking into this, we just saw Cairo and Lord Kratos just have one of the craziest games, a very rush down heavy character with a crazy zoner. And right now, I think everybody's trying to get themselves established, and as we go into it, Lord Kratos did take that win, and it's going to be BNC versus Texas Fall, who's going to be on the big screen if I'm reading this correctly.
Possibly, or they could already be fighting, and this is 2 new people entirely.
I mean, BNC already established that Noob and Scorpion. I mean, if we already see someone in winners and with Noob, that has to be him.
It has to be. Also, I think BNC was Omni-Man.
Was it? No.
I think BNC was Omni-Man, and Hungry Shark was New Cybot.
My bad.
All good. But we're still trying to figure things out. We're still trying to organize everything here. But overall, from what I'm seeing, the gameplay has been very equal, has been very, very fun, very trying to push each other's limits here. And we saw that last match, you know, overall equal against each other, and just getting both wins one after the other. Now, do you think that might be the same with this match, or do you think it might be a wipe?
Honestly, the way that we are just seeing these games and the way that they are establishing out, I mean, after that first game, I thought it was going to just be a giant blowout for a lot of the players, but no, dude, they are taking it. When they are taking games, they are taking names, and they are taking stocks when they need to. Or not stocks, but they are taking full games to at least establish some sort of mentality change within the set.
Entirely. Now, is there a specific character you want to see play? Or, like you said, you already said you want to see Conan, you want to see, you know, all these new cameo characters, or not cameo, but DLC characters. Are there any original characters you want to see play?
I mean, honestly, I already got what I needed. It was my Sub-Zero, man.
Oh, okay.
Sub-Zero was honestly, MK10, MK11. I love Sub-Zero all the way through. I mean, I just saw, you know, just a Blue Ninja back in what was it called? In the early, like when I was like 8 or 9, I was like, oh, let me play like Mortal Kombat 3, right? I just see Scorpion, I'm like, nah, I don't mess with him. I see Ice Powers with Sub-Zero, I'm like, you know, that's my guy right there.
Yeah.
So with me just growing up now and just seeing and establishing myself within the FGC, we are just seeing what we need to see, and now we are kicking it off with
Texas
BNC
Fall
versus Texas Fall playing as Ryko.
And it's still women's semifinals. Now, from what I want to see here, like we talked about, I guess BNC was Noob Saiba. I was wrong or something. I don't know. But Texas Fall, we haven't seen any gameplay from him yet. But knowing that BNC already has, I think, a win underneath his belt here, but he's being demolished here. Is there anything you want to see him do? Pull back or something?
I honestly just want to see him at least try to get some sort of control right now. Right now, BNC was a little bit scared. He was blocking high right now. We're not. I guess he was blocking mid right now just to at least try to, you know,
demolish.
Yes.
It was equal, but not towards the end right there. Ryko is a very good, how do you say it? He's a very space-controlled player. He likes screen control.
And even then, just the fact that he's using Tremor as his cameo and already establishing that he is going to be using that to extend his combos, or maybe even already getting a beautiful command grab already to the side switch. Raiko take him all the way to the corner.
Whoa, Scorpion having a great counter there. But the way Raiko plays, he needs to be either close or far away. He can't have any mid-range real distance. So that can help with Scorpion and Noob Saibot, as they are a very, map control area. They have great versatility. Doesn't matter if you're close, far, or near. But Noob already at 2.3. We see Raiko take this match entirely.
Texas Fall Texas Fall already taken the first game. I don't know if you saw it, but he just called out the teleport on BNC.
I didn't see that. I was blind.
He called him out like crazy. He just drew a little just a little square button jab and caught the teleport already.
I'm yawning. But I'm yawning because it's a little bit of a boring game here, as Raiko's instantly taking all of this. But I want to see Noob right here, like we're seeing combo him, toss him around, juggling.
PNC already taking 40% off the game already. But already just Texas Fall responding back with a crazy combo, already getting command grab into the corner.
And using fully his cameo. But I want to see him use Scorpion, push back a little more, use more punishes, get a little bit more revenge, so that way he can push him into a corner and get him where he needs. But Raiko is obviously just keeping him far, keeping that distance.
Even then, just Raiko is just trying to at least try to finish this game off as fast and as cleanly as possible, because BNC is just having a lot of struggle to even get in with a teleport.
Still,
with another teleport being called out by Texas Fall, is this going to be a game that we're going to be seeing where...
I think this might be a clean slate. Texas Fall just taking it perfect.
Honestly, not a game drop for Texas Fall yet. His Raiko game is just insane already.
And corner him immediately. It feels like BNC has just lost the will to live, because look, he might perfect him. He might perfect him this round. There's no way. He does. He gets the perfect.
BNC is scared of blocking low. He's scared of not of his top being touched. His legs are just clean open.
Is that a flawless match right there?
That was not a dropped game already.
Jesus. Apologies.
Texas Fall just did what he needed to do, and he established it really well. And every single time that any sort of opportunity that BNC tried to put in, Texas Fall already called him out.
Man, I mean, BNC showed a lot of potential, but he just picked up on that. And we haven't seen Texas Fall before, so this was something new. This was something very random, something we couldn't see yet. So this was very interesting to see and experience, as it was just a clean slate, instantly out. This was probably the shortest match yet, right?
This was the fastest match yet, to be honest with you, apart from the first one. And this is with two players that are already established. They already have been playing for a while, and
the Rust is grinding off their gears.
The Rust is already grinding off within the arena itself, but under the lights, he established what he needed to do, and he did anything and everything.
I apologize for fixing my boots. But like we said, it was overall just a great match. Texas Fall just taking it completely. But, I just feel like if he's able to show off this level of expertise, how is he going to do against other people who had not a tough time against BNC, but a good enough time to where they could overpower him? Do you think they might be a little weaker compared to them, or do you think they might just take him over? I
think BNC established his gameplay the way it is, but he was a little bit too, not stale, but he had a lot of predictable just outcomes. Outcomes are the way that he would go into his offensive. So what he did was just I guess what you could say is it was a little too stable of gameplay, where he was just doing what was expected out of him, and that's it. He did not try to change his approach. He did not try to do anything, but Texas Fall, he did what he needed to do, and he went crazy. He was going in with grabs left and right already. Mr. Incredible could not do what he needed to do. Texas Fall might have a clean slate with this one.
And as we are waiting for some things to be set up, we are going to take a pause and go on a break real quick. We will see you back with Lord Kratos and I think Cairo or someone else.
We are hopefully going to be seeing, and while we get our technical difficulties going, we are probably going to be seeing maybe Cairo and, Lord Kratos and Cairo.
All right, well, we'll be back soon.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head because there are so many things that I left unsaid. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that is not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, now I'll find you in my dreams.
And we are live back at South Texas Comic-Con. Right now, we have seen a lot of great games. I'm Chris Gino, and this is Comment. Both of us are going to be here today just seeing really great games. Right now, we're going to be seeing Cairo versus Uthernet. Well, we've seen Cairo already. He's been establishing himself pretty well, and when he does, he's been the big in the big arena already, Evo itself, and he's coming down here to take just maybe take more names here.
Yeah, hopefully. And with Udine, he doesn't have a great sense of mobility, but he obviously knows overall how each thing works, how the gameplay of Mortal Kombat should be taken. But what I'm trying to see here is how he's going to be able to counter Cairo, who, like you said, has this knowledge, has this gameplay at higher levels.
Even then, I would say that, look, Ethernet, I really do believe that he can do a lot here, especially with the fact that, I guess what you would say is, I don't even know how to say it other than he knows what he needs to do, and the fact that his, the fact that he already made it this far with his Sub-Zero as it is, mind you, Sub-Zero was a really horrible character in the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
And the fact that you stuck it all the way through until he finally got some patches, that is a player that might be insane like me, where you know I'm hoping that my girl Marissa in Street Fighter gets a buff finally. It's not the worst character in the game, or he's just a menace to society and knows that if he picks a low tier, nobody's gonna be concentrating on him. If they get random buffs that just upsets the whole character select screen already as it is, this might cause a lot of issues.
I mean, it could, but I think we are getting our characters back. We lost a bit of a technical difficulty. What I want to talk about is how these DLC characters perform against these original characters, like how versatile they are compared to what people might be used to.
What I'm really surprised is that we haven't seen a Ghostface.
Oh yeah, you're entirely right.
I mean, everybody and their grandma in this arena, I literally saw a Ghostface in a wheelchair. Just,
okay, buddy.
Look.
Well, like you were saying.
No. Like the grandma, like a little grandma. She had it was a Ghostface.
Oh, the grandma was the Ghostface.
Yeah, it was a grandma Ghostface.
I thought you were saying a grandma with a child in a wheelchair. I was like, that is entirely rude, sir.
No, it's a grandma Ghostface. I was just like. I seen him for 2 days straight here, and I was just like, what?
Well, like you said, you want to see some more Ghostface. Here we are with Udinet taking Ghostface and Cairo taking Sub-Zero, your favorite, against someone you've been wanting to see. How do you think this might play out?
Honestly, Ghostface, if you have not followed his past already within this game already, he has the most insane combos, and the fact that he could go into this weird command grab state where he could just be lying down on the floor, literally stab you in the foot, and just keeps on going from there. It's insane.
Honestly, and like right here, he's already getting Sub-Zero already down to 25% health. Do you think that has to do with the way his combos work, or do you think that has to? We're not gonna talk about it. Anyways, do you think that has to do with the way his combos work, or the overall player, usage?
I think it's just the player usage at this point, because I'm really surprised that in the first place, just having a pretty established gameplay as it is. I mean, we already saw with Ghostface alone that he's just really well on what he establishes on and what he does. And the fact that there's 3 different Ghostfaces in this game, because you're able to switch out between each grab and stuff like that, there's a different Ghostface. And the fact that he's technically learning 3 different characters at the same time is going to be something that we establish on. And sadly, we're not going to be seeing Ghostface
anymore, because now we have Quan Chi against Sub-Zero, and both using Serena, which is even crazier.
Maybe Granny Ghostface was like, hey, I got some cookies, you need a dip already.
You were talking too much about her grandchildren, that's all I'm hearing. But Quan Chi already getting hit twice, but even in and out with Sub-Zero. Now, do you think Quan Chi being, a mid-range character will help him against Sub-Zero, or do you think Sub-Zero being, a very decisive, pull back, but pushing in close to attack type of character might help?
Right now, during what we're seeing on screen, just Quan Chi already just establishing what he needs to do. He's already pushing forward and not even giving Sub-Zero any sort of chance. But already, I do have to admit that Cairo versus Ethernet is a very, very crazy way to see this game go through, because it's just, a character that has been an underdog throughout this whole time, and then Quan Chi, who is just a really great zoner overall, maybe a really strong zoner within the Warner Brothers series as it is.
Honestly, I mean, Warner Brothers, owning this game and everything as such. How do you think that affects the overall usage of characters? Not joking. Warner Brothers does not have anything to do with this. But like we're seeing here, Sub-Zero was less than 10% and using his fatal blow to try to finish off Quan Chi here. Do you think he might get it, or do you think he might have a little slip left?
Honestly, I think if this was on counter, never mind, his health is gone. And one big slam.
No, we have 1.5. If he uses his fatal blow and if he lands, no.
Unfortunate.
Quan Chi could have taken that round, but he was just too afraid to pop that fatal blow. I'm gonna be honest there.
But I'm really sad to see that happen. But look, he has a full set to make it all the way back. But right now, everybody is just trying to establish their space, trying to at least get one little anything to get going. And right now, Sub-Zero is already establishing already his air combo back into the corner.
Wow, air combo in the corner. That's what you're saying. Look at that. I mean, you know, Quan Chi able to block it and everything, but once he loses that opportunity, once he gets it, Sub-Zero just instantly takes it. Look at him launching around, juggling him in the air. Quan Chi trying to
he has
counter.
no combo breaker, sadly.
And back to character select, but I think Cairo took that round as Sub-Zero with 2 wins immediately.
Dude, we're going to be seeing a change, and we're going to be seeing it now. He is switching to General Shao. Oh my lord.
What's wrong with General Shao? I've never met him.
General Shao is a character that you play, you play as him because you want to get in their face really well.
Oh.
Quan Chi was like, hey, I'm a zoner, I'm going to chill back. But this man, big weapon, big damage. That is what we're going to be seeing. This is what we're going to be establishing here tonight. And the fact that he took no time to switch characters.
He knew what he was going to do. He knew what he wanted. He wanted to feel bad. But he's still losing here. Already 25% down in health.
This might be a rage switch, to be honest with you.
It could be, because the way Sub-Zero is playing, he knows what he's doing. Cairo knows that he's going to be playing in order to be defensive and push him away and use his anger against him.
Even then, the fact that his character right now is like holding it full screen, but when he needs to break it down, he does. Already almost into the corner, and even then in that block string, pushing him all the way.
Wow, he's getting angry, like you said, but like we talked about, that anger might be the end of it. Sorry. Sub-Zero is backed into a corner, but instantly pushes General Zhao back, holding him and grabbing him.
The side switch already, and we're going to be seeing big damage already with another Sub-Zero combo into a stab into the corner.
Now, I want to see him use his fatal blow not as a way to finish him off, but as a way to deal heavy damage and get a finisher off on him. Because if General Shao uses it here, he might just, he might take it, or he doesn't even need to. Look at how low of a health Sub-Zero has.
With the low health in mind, it's already down to 8 seconds in anybody's game, but
and
unfortunately,
Shao takes it.
Ethernet really did just take over that game when he needed to.
Now, we can still have 2 more rounds to decide if Sub-Zero wins this or not. But what I'm trying to see is General Shao not being anger pick, like we said, because it's obvious that it was. But I want to see it be something that will work worthwhile and long-lasting,
Even then, it was a really great conscious decision. I don't even think it's a rage pick anymore already, because we are just seeing the fact that he switched. He switched with everything in mind. He is under the lights. This is no time for anger, no time for anything. It's time for results.
Not entirely, but Serena has been a good counter pick this entire time, as it's been able to combo break and everything. Because Sub-Zero here is trying to keep a distance, but General Shao keeps ducking, keeps dodging, but he gets caught by his grab. Now I want to see him push in more, like he does here, He pushes in, he combos it, he makes him in the air, but he just gets him into a corner, and that's something he should be doing more often.
Already with these block strings, pushing all the way to the corner into the side switch, and Sub-Zero is already going to be pushing that all the way through. Cairo is going to do his stab, and now he has that corner control as it is.
Tried to get a grab, but instantly misses it. That might be a bad punt. No, Sub-Zero takes it back. Doesn't matter how he missed that grab. If General Shao can't commit, he can't get it. That's what we're saying here.
Even then, we're just going to be seeing Cairo's just expertise within Sub-Zero. I mean, Sub-Zero is still a crazy pick overall, and loving the fact that he already has that combo going and already back into the corner. That is just Cairo's game, just pushing into the corner and not giving you any sort of chance to do anything.
As we are in the final round of this game, this could be either one, as they are both doing equal damage, but General Shao having been lower. I want to see Sub-Zero really push him into a corner and keep him in there this time, because every time he does it, he just lets him out, he lets him stay loose. I want to see him be, forceful, like he's doing here, but continuously.
Uthernet is just giving up that space, and he's not even letting him see, he's just getting instantly side switched every single time. This map is pretty huge as it is, and the fact that you have to do almost hell of block strings at this point to even get to the other side. This map is just insane. That's why they are just doing side switches, and the fact that they're just fighting over the same corner instead of just pushing to the other corner.
this is winners finals, so whoever wins this goes into the grand finals. And the grand finals, like we talked about, cash prize, but bragging rights and overall title of the RGV. General Shao is already in his fatal blow era. If he pops it right here and he lands it, oh, he doesn't, but if Sub-Zero pops it and gets it off, this could easily be a win for him.
Both of them scrambling, 3 seconds on the clock, and General Shao is already Euthanet taking a crazy game as it is.
It's still one more round. Still one more round for both of them.
This was a crazy way to pick this map, because I didn't even know that there was differences in maps. I knew they did in MK10, but this map is huge. It's actually huge.
It is, but what I really like is how quickly you can get to the corners, even though how big it is. Because the air versatility, how big the space is above, really allows them to push back and launch them forward and get them into that area that they need to be.
Already back in the established corner that Cairo loves to put people in, but unfortunately his attack missed and put himself in the corner. Now Euthanet just has all the freedom to do whatever he wants already with the corner carry into the corner combos already. He is establishing it. He's not giving him any time to breathe.
I am seeing some rush plays here, but that might be his downfall, because from the way it looks, his anger is taking control. He's pushing as quick as he can, throwing, berserking out, but Sub-Zero is taking his time, making his space, and knowing when to push. He's blocking what should be blocked. He's pushing what should be pushed. And like we're seeing here, he's comboing and getting him into that corner and really just doing major damage.
Even then, even if someone loses right now, they are going to be going into lower finals where we are going to be seeing people ready for blood or people ready to go. I mean, these players as it is, if any of them go into lower finals, God forbid, they are going to establish, hey, this is not your game, this is my game. These are very strong players as it is.
Entirely, but like we saw, Sub-Zero took the first round and already doing more than 25% damage on General Shao. This might be a clear-cut game, but we've seen before, General Shao comes in and picks up the trash that he left behind.
Even then, we are just seeing Sub-Zero with these massive combos, and unfortunately, he was not able to block it because he caught him with his legs already with that full grab.
Already, General Shao is near 25%, but Sub-Zero has his full super bar and Serena. He could really just pull this out and just demolish him as quickly as possible. Like we're seeing here with the combo and pushing him into the corner. If he keeps him there, this could really just be an effortless win for him.
Honestly, Sub-Zero is a type of character that you push everybody into the corner really well, and the fact that they buffed him in that sort of way where it's like, hey, what? Whoa, hold on.
It feels like he's toying with it, and he was toying with it.
He was toying with it, but the instant character select as it is, we are going to be seeing
Cairo move, or no, Euthanet. Cairo move forward, and Euthanet back out into the lower finals.
Man, they disconnected, I get it, but man, they really did just, when they want to do character select, like in every other game, it's like, yeah, they let it play out.
These guys were rushing it.
Yes.
And from what I heard right now, I think someone's a little angry.
They are angry, and even then, you know, we go to Smash, we go to Street Fighter, we see people, you know, they take the loss, they're just like, you know what, whatever, and they go to character select. They don't even on the last hit, they're just like, they press pause, they instantly go to character select. So it's kind of funny in that sense.
Didn't give us time to breathe. We wanted some space, but these people, no, this one guy, who knows who it was? Maybe Euthanet, maybe Cairo, but I think in Euthanet, they wanted to deal with this. They were angry. They wanted to fight. They wanted something. And we saw it. We saw them pick up that pace. We saw them push out because of how annoyed they were. But they just couldn't hold their own, even with that anger.
It was just really insane as it is. I mean, the fact that they went quickly, they went through very quickly just to get that character select screen and be like, hey, I want this character instead. Sorry.
That's a good one.
Sorry. Morning breakfast, my bad. I do have to admit, it's just a very, very established way. It's just, more common players, I don't expect this from NetherRealm Games, because I'm going to be honest with you, the shift of change that the game has taken, it was very, very, you know, I personally thought the game was slow until, you know, Mortal Kombat 1, the game just took a grand pace of just everybody's going quickly with each other. There is no time to breathe. There is nothing that you do. It's very moment to moment, and at that point, we don't even know. We had to hope, because even though someone was at literally a hair of health, they took a game. They took the set.
Yeah. Now we're going into our next match, which is Texas Fall versus Lord Kratos. They're at the character select screen right now, playing the characters they already did. Do you think that they might have an even match here, or do you think that Texas Fall, who demolished last time, might demolish Lord Kratos, or do you think it's going to be equal?
I mean, I do have to admit that both of these characters, they're both in the same realm of wanting to be, once they're up close to each other, it's insane. They do know what they need to do, and I mean, the fact that Raiko just has all these crazy command grabs that could lead into whatever he needs it to be is insane, because watch this already with another command grab already going to reset.
Now, as we said, these are both very close range characters, which allows them to have a lot of versatility close range and a lot of movement and force. But if they get countered easily, or they get a combo, it's really hard to break out of that. So like we're seeing here with Raiko constantly grabbing, constantly pushing, and Havoc already having his fatal blow. Do you think that might be a bit of a detriment to Havoc himself, because he feels that he's being rushed to deal some damage?
I mean, it goes either way with both rush downs. Once you get your game going, it does not matter. But even then, unfortunately, the fatal blow got blocked, and now it's a game for Raiko. I mean, I do have to admit, Lord Kratos is just taking this with stride, but it is very close games. They are killing each other out. They are trying to do everything to keep themselves going.
Honestly, I feel like the speed that this game is going out just makes it show that someone has a higher, damage output, higher force. But I think that's very equal right now. As Raiko got him down to half, and Havoc got down to half. I want to see, what if they take a slower pace? What if they stand back? What happens then? Because we see that happening as more matches push through.
Even then, just the combos that Lord Kratos has already with another command grab and already establishing that this might be game, but who knows?
And it is Raiko kicking him in the nuts, Havoc being out for the first round.
Even then, Lord Kratos did establish that he can do whatever he needs to do to keep it going. And the fact that he has really great command grabs, once he gets those command grabs going, he does establish where you need to go instead. This is what we see within Lord Finals as it is.
Entirely. Now, as we're going into Lord Finals, what do these people get out of it after they win? I want to ask them.
They gives them a grand chance to go into. Sorry, this is winter finals, my bad. This is winter finals, my bad. But what happens here is that if one of these players do lose, they go into the loser semifinals, and after that, they have to go against one of those winners within the lower bracket. But within the lower bracket, these are dogs. They are ready to go.
Well, as we're seeing here, Raiko has just demolished Havoc's health. We were looking away for a half second, but Havoc is still trying to hold his own, and he is, sort of, but Raiko just completely finishes off in the first round. Do you think this is going to be the same as match one, or do you think this might, be different?
I feel like this could be a little bit different, because he could establish what he needs to do. I mean, Lord Kratos already has a really great, crazy representation for what Raiko can do, and even more. But these pokes, these block strings, he is just trying to do as much as he can to even get in.
Now, like I said, they're keeping their space. They're trying to have a bit of distance, as this could be risky plays. Lord Kratos having one, Texas Fall having none. This could be something that be like, oh, if I play it safe, I get this easy win. But it's also a thing of, I play it safe, I could lose this. So I'm wondering why this distance is so necessary for Raiko here.
Texas Fall, as we saw right now, Texas Fall already, instead of getting the corner, he established more damage instead. Is this going to be a detriment, or is this going to be the fatal flaw that
Raiko juggling Havoc, but Havoc pushing back, and juggling him too. If one of them uses their fatal blow here, this could be an instant, round win or match win.
We already get a fatal blow,
and it lands.
And it lands, and already This is going to be Texas Fall's first round within the set.
Now, this could either be winning match or it could be, overall loss for Texas Fall. But as it is being equal now, I want to see Lord Cradle really push back as, as things come in.
Even then, we are going to be seeing it's very 1-to-1 right now, and especially for the fact that Havoc already for Texas Fall, he did give up corner for more damage. This man is angry. He is trying to go for it. He's not going to try to establish, hey, you're going to be in the corner. He wants to establish the damage that he can do with the opportunities that is given to him.
Yeah, honestly. And with the way Havoc's playing, it's obvious he's angered. But Raiko, I think, is taking that chance, that anger. He's taking it to space back, pull back, see how he's playing, and really turn it against Havoc here in Texas Fall, that is.
Already, Lord Kratos already establishing that combo that he has been doing this whole time.
Juggling Havoc.
He's almost done. It's down to 16 health for Havoc or Texas Fall. He is going, is this going to be his, yep, into a command grab. Lord Kratos establishes what he can do already.
Just kicking him in the side and ending this match with Lord Kratos winning over Raiko. That was a pretty quick one.
Really quick for winners finals, but right now we are going to be seeing
more winners finals. I guess we got the rounds wrong. We're going for 3 rounds, it seems, maybe more. Best of 5, probably.
This is going to be best of 5. We are at winners finals right now.
So it could be one more match.
First to 5, sorry.
So first to 5.
I think it might be first to 5.
If it's first to 5, that's a best of 7. Or best of 9. Sorry.
Even then, we have the gameplay on screen. It does not matter about the numbers. It matters about the opportunities that these players are taking and they are driving with it.
But it still seems like Lord Kratos has an overall just higher appreciation for the game, as he's just dealing way more damage than Texas Fall here.
Even then, he does. The fact that Lord Kratos already has really great neutral, he does take the opportunities that he can do, and he keeps on going with it. Even then, you do have to admit that, I'm going to be honest with you, for NetherRealm games, I would say a lot of players don't have the great. Unfortunately, Texas Fall did fall and lost a game right now.
Texas Fall fell, yes he did. But as we are going right back in, Havoc already taking damage. It seems like Texas Fall is just not trying to take a chance. He's not trying to push forward. And Lord Kratos is really relying on that in order to deal damage, in order to push back.
I do have to admit that I do have to admit for a lot of NetherRealm game players, I would say most of your neutral is not great. Especially if you take them to Street Fighter, you take them to Tekken, where neutral does matter a lot. But Lord Kratos, he's different.
Yeah.
He does establish it with breaking into what he has for where to close in from full screen and able to do anything and everything that he needs to do. But the fact is, he waits. He's very patient when it goes blow for blow, and he just establishes it.
Comboing Fatal into a grab. Oh lord, I think this is Fatal's end with the final Fatal blow. It's over for Texas Fall.
It was a really nice game overall. Raiko did, and a quick disconnect. He did not want to
rage quitting.
He did not want to see. I mean, he didn't rage quit.
That is a rage quit. You gotta let the fatality go out. You gotta have the respect, because if they pull in that combo, if they put in those button commands, you gotta take your loss with dignity here.
We do, and I do have to admit, yeah, I would not want to see the cutscene, to be honest with you.
I don't think anyone would, but
look,
either way.
I would have pulled a low tier god and just pressed the PS button to
turn off the whole thing. Turn off the system.
Just to minimize the cinematic.
Just like, look, I don't want Elo gone. I don't want anything gone. You know what? Let me reset my router real quick.
Let me jiggle the Ethernet cord in the back real quick.
You know, listen, it may be called DDoSing, but this guy sucks. It's too bad. I don't want to deal with this loss. But anyways, as we are seeing, Lord Kratos is pushing into the grand finals, and Texas Fall is pulling back.
Even then, I do have to admit, it's just insane for the gameplay. Right now, we might be seeing loser semifinals with Tempest and Ethernet.
Oh, I think we had the title switched around. It seems it is Texas Fall that won and Lord Kratos that fell.
You know,
That's not our fault.
You know what? At least I can say this. Texas fall.
Did not fall.
He did not fall. He rise.
He rose up.
Look, he's gonna go to the next tournament. He's gonna change his name to Texas Rise.
I mean, they should call him Thor the way he's fighting Kratos and winning overall. I mean, come on.
Honestly, overall,
Maybe he's Zeus. Maybe you should say call me your daddy. You know what I'm saying?
he might be a god, you know, a demigod that is walking around us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's gonna be going to Evo. He might be going to Evo soon. He might be going somewhere else. He might be doing another.
I mean, he
local.
might get enough recognition. He could get signed on. We never know from these types of tournaments. It's all about recognition and less about the prizes.
Overall, and the fact that you are being recognized as one of the RGV best is a title on its own, because you are going against players who are, one, dedicated. They want to be here and they want their names to be out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can be at home, you can be grinding ranked, but you are here today going against players. You are going against the dogs that want to get that title at least. They want to get that cash prize. They want to get everything.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, we are going to be seeing
Lord Kratos against Tempest. And
we are going to be seeing losers finals. Actually, I am a losers finals, and whoever wins this,
you are a loser final?
Yes, we are losers finals. We are going to be going into losers finals, and we might be seeing Lord Kratos and Tempest. And the fact is that whoever wins this, whoever loses this gets third place.
Yeah, okay.
That's a bronze medal.
Yeah, it's
that's
not
pretty
bad.
good.
You know, you get some recognition.
But you know who the winner gets?
Money.
No.
I'm just saying.
A chance.
A chance at being a bigger winner.
To go against Raiko, or go against
Texas Fall.
Yeah,
I mean,
Raiko's Texas Fall.
We could see Lord Kratos get a redemption if he wins this. But do you think that big loss by Texas, or from Texas Fall, do you think that might mess with his mentality going back in if he does win it, or do you think that might just be overall, you know, something that might not happen?
The fact that Texas Fall did win, he might be thinking, this guy is nothing to me. This guy is nothing.
So you think his mentality, his ego might knock him over?
But look, we saw a crazy bracket reset yesterday. Anything could happen. Anything and everything can happen as it is. So, I mean, we to even talk about yesterday, if you guys want to see that stream from yesterday, we did see Osire do a massive losers bracket run, and when he did that, he did a full bracket reset after.
Oh my!
And this man lost once and never dropped a game. He went from using Banjo-Kazooie to Kazuya.
Oh.
And he.
So you're telling me he went from a weaker character to using a cheat character? Man's a cheater out here. Osire being a cheater and stealing the win from Mr. Right, which is completely wrong. I talked with Mr. Right the other day. You know, he was a great guy overall, and he knew how everything worked. He knew how to play hero. He knew what he was doing. And overall, I think that maybe that win was stolen because a cheap character was used.
Look, I can say one thing. Who got the 160 though?
Oh, you suck.
Who got the 160 at the end of the day?
It should have been Mr. Right. I think we are gonna take a small break as we wait for technical difficulties to be figured out, but we will be right back. Anything you want to say?
Tempest, please fix your controller.
And don't suck.
And we are live at South Texas Comic Con. We are here watching loser semifinals right now.
With Lord Kratos and Tempest, and I think we are already going into our game. So, what do you expect? Because I haven't seen Tempest. Have you seen Tempest play?
I have not, and I think he's the Tempest is the Kenshi, by the way.
Okay.
So to keep that established, because we already saw Lord Kratos, he already established himself as a really great Havoc player. When he's in your face, he's a very rush down heavy person, and we already know that. But we have Kenshi. He's a really crazy character. He can do really crazy combos once he gets his phone in and starts doing everything he needs to do. It's crazy.
Now I don't really know any Kenshi gameplay. But as we've seen, Havoc knows, or Lord Kratos really knows how to play Havoc, even though he might get countered really easily with any other close range characters. But he's just pushing Kenshi into the corner and instantly knocking him out in the first round. What do you think might happen now?
It has to be one of two things. The Kenshi player, which is Tempest, he has to establish a couple things here. He has to, for one, get this man out of his face, and two, get his drone going already, so he can at least start to get some more damage already.
Now, I do want to see Lord Kratos have a bit of redemption on it, but I know that he might lose. He might lose very easily if he goes into Grand Finals. So I want to see Tempest maybe have a chance and pull back in, but from what we're seeing, it seems like Lord Kratos has more technical knowledge of the game and is just automatically better.
Even then, into a grab already. He's going to be thrown to the corner.
He uses a fatal blow. It's going to be, just over for him. That's all
and then it's just one poke.
And he doesn't even do it. He just knocks Kenshi out of here and ends it with a kick.
Already, we are seeing Tempest already be befalled against Lord Kratos. Lord Kratos has established himself as a really great rush down, not character, but person overall.
Yeah, overall.
He is a scary player to go against, and the fact that Tempest is here at almost third, maybe second place, already established that for the most part. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
He does.
And he's gonna be like, there's gonna be players like Tempest, me, and maybe someone else out here. I don't know, maybe a viewer. I'm scared of fucking rushdown characters. I'm sorry.
Really?
Excuse my French. I'm scared of them.
I mean, I feel like rushdown characters are pretty easy to go against if you know what you're doing. Like Havoc here, who really just, like, he is a rushdown character, but when he goes against other characters that are close range and able to push very easily, he knows how to counter. He knows how to pull back from that corner, and just really helps to know what to do overall. And I didn't talk about this. They're both using Sub-Zero as a cameo. Do you think that might have any help or difference, or do you think it's just going to be something that doesn't matter?
It's going to be the way that both of them establish the way that they use Sub-Zero, because both of them, they're using it for armor. Some of them use Sub-Zero not as a push, but as a combo extender as well.
Oh, okay.
And
hold on, I think
this is down to the wire, and unfortunately, Lord Kratos took another round right now. That was very close.
That was very close.
That was only one round, and that felt almost an eternity at that point.
It felt very quick, but very short. Now, with Kenshi here, he's able to push back, but Havoc, which is Lord Kratos, he's just able to really push into a corner when he needs it, do damage when he wants to, and really give him the business, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
And Kenshi is just taking it. He's taking it. He's trying to counter, he's trying to push back, but he's not committing. He's not fully assaulting him. And look, he just keeps using Sub-Zero to freeze. And it's not helping him whatsoever. He needs to learn how to commit.
Even then, we are seeing Lord Kratos just going all the way with his combos. Unfortunately, he dropped it. But he already got the nice poke into the game already. Lord Kratos already establishing that he's here not to play games. And even then, if he can get one more opportunity against the Grand Finals winner, or one more opportunity in Grand Finals.
Was this the first match or was it the second match?
This was our first match.
Oh my, wow. I thought this was the second match already. I felt like we were here for ages already. I thought this happened already.
Even then, the fact that Lord Kratos won this match right now, it does really do establish that for Tempest, it might be
Oh, Tempest is messing with controls, of course.
Look,
You really think that's gonna? You think that's gonna help? You think that's gonna help at all?
look, Tempest, I respect you right now, but man,
I don't think that's gonna help at all. You're playing Kenshi. It seems you don't have a great overall sense of what is happening, and you're still using Sub-Zero. Look, maybe you should switch it up. Maybe Kenshi's not for you. I get it, you're in losers finals, but guess what? You're in losers finals. You're not in the
he
area.
might actually be using a controller that might be not his, but hey,
He did have controller issues. You're possibly right. But I just don't think that has anything to do with it. Because Havoc, which is Lord Kratos, is instantly coming in and just comboing him, juggling him in the air. I'm not seeing anything I'm liking here.
I'm just really surprised with the fact that Tempest, he got the control into corner because Kratos kind of jumped himself in there, but he is just already establishing that he does not want to be there anymore, but unfortunately he got grabbed. Into another grab.
Like I said, while you know Kenshi can get a little damage in here, Lord Kratos just knows what he's doing. Or is this? Sorry, is this Tempest? I don't know. Who's Havoc again? That's Lord Kratos, right?
It should be.
Okay, well yeah. He knows what he's doing. He has that technical knowledge of really just how to use Havoc in general and to corner people easily. Like we're seeing here, comboing and just taking this round. I feel like Kenshi Tempest is just not doing his part. He's not putting in the work that he needs to do.
Even then, I do have to admit right now, it's just this could be anybody's game right now. But I could say that there might be a momentum shift that this Kenshi player could do to push forward a little bit. But let's see what happens, because we do have to admit this is going to be the opportunity that we might have to look for within this arena.
I will say, in these very matches, there's not a lot of very long combos. It's overall just slow pacing, little pushes, and just getting slight damage in order to get that really last big push towards the end, like Havoc might be doing here. Juggling Kenshi and possibly trying to use his fatal blow here.
Even then, I'm very surprised in the fact that Havoc is not using Tremor, because we saw another Havoc player just
oh my, wow.
Yeah, when Kenshi...
Oh, dear lord.
When Kenshi gets his clone on there, unfortunately, when you get the clone on there, you are good to go. You can do whatever you want. You can do basically, like, you can play basically Marvel vs. Capcom 3. You could be doing combos that, like, you could just make up on the spot. And, you know, what the difference is that even though you can make combos on the spot, it's how you use that time to make those combos and how you establish it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately...
Are you sure that was the second match? Because I felt like there might have been the third one. As someone has disconnected the controller and either is having more technical difficulties or might be leaving.
Tempest might be like, hey, someone just passed me a PS5 controller at this point. I don't want to use my controller anymore.
I gotta blame something here. Come on, help me.
Venue, give me a controller.
Give me a new controller. You know what? Give me something.
You know what? Give me a GameCube controller. Switching games already.
I'm just saying, where's Melee? What's going on? This isn't my main game. I signed up for Melee. What's happening?
Look, honestly, I'm really excited to see.
We're not seeing Melee today at all.
We might not even see Melee today, and that's a-okay on that part.
I mean, I've been happy with what we've been seeing here. 12. A best of 3. Okay. We're going into a best of 3 with who here? Well, we don't quite know.
We are going to be seeing a best of 3 with the players that we are seeing right now, and I'm really excited to just see the way that this bracket goes on, because right now
Lord Kratos is going to do best of 3.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing Lord Kratos versus Texas Fall, I think. That's why there's a controller disconnect.
Okay, so Tempest did rage quit. Right here. There's been some technical difficulties. It's not really our fault too much. We're just trying to figure some things out. Characters are leaving too early, or they're pushing out too late. We're trying to figure it out. But overall, we're gonna have a really great final match, which should be against Texas Fall and Kratos. We'll be right back. We'll have some fun. Be soon.
Now say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall.
And welcome back, everybody. I'm Comet, and we're having a small interview here with
My name is Ernesto Gonzalez from South Texas ISD World Scholars.
South Texas ISD World Scholars. Now, do you mind telling me what World Scholars is about?
World Scholars is a great school. We take students from the whole valley. We're a magnet school. We're public. We're a free school. So students get free breakfast, free lunch.
That's great.
They get free buses over there. We take students from the whole valley. I have actually one student. I'm the robotics coach. The president of the robotics team is from San Benito, and so she takes the bus from San Benito to Edinburgh every single day. And I mean, it's a lot of really great, dedicated students. It's a nice, small campus. We get to do a lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I was told you had a small booth here with some of your kids, correct?
Yes, yeah, we got some of our kids there. We have a robot that plays rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, okay.
It's really big. It's like just a little shorter than me. I'd say it's like 5'5".
Okay.
And it plays rock, paper, scissors right in front of you. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I used to take robotics back in high school. I had a great teacher and everything. And I will say, having a great teacher and having a great, surrounding is really helpful for kids, because some of us just don't have a good surrounding or, a way to lean on people.
Thank you. Yeah, I love what we get to do with the kids. Like, the kids really, that's what it's for.
Yeah, and I'm really thankful for what you've been doing here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Where might you find the school, and how might we get in contact with you and everything?
If you look up South Texas ISD World Scholars anywhere, I know the school has a Facebook, they have a Instagram. You can go directly to our school's website. If you're here at Comic-Con, you can go to our booth and check it out. We also have a robot dog that we've been walking around. So if you see any posts with a robot dog, that's our school, that's our dog. We do a lot of really cool stuff with him as well.
Yeah, that's really amazing, Dan. We never really got to that whenever we were doing robotics back in high school. But I just want to say, is there anything you want to say to the people out there at all, specifically, that about your school, like the people, what you're trying to reach in total?
I mean, we really want to just have kids learn some really cool stuff, whether it's in our law program, computer science program. We do AV. That's what we're doing here. We have a lot of AV students here, a lot of robotics students that we bring to Comic-Con because we want them to share their experiences with everybody.
Okay. Well,
and really, that's what it's all about. It's all about the kids.
It really is, and I'm grateful for everything you're doing, man.
Thank you.
And your name was
Ernesto Gonzalez.
Ernesto Gonzalez. I'm Ethan. And I don't really know what else to ask. I'm gonna be honest here, but I think really.
What about you? Why don't you tell me about your experience in robotics when you were in high school?
Well, robotics was overall great. I had a great teacher. His name was Torres, and he was just great. But
which school were you at?
Edinburgh High School. He's a Vietnam veteran and everything.
Oh, nice. So then you guys probably did FRC, right?
Yeah, FRC.
Yeah, we do FTC at our school.
Okay.
Which is like a smaller robot. but it does a lot of really cool stuff still. Like the challenges are really great.
Oh, that's good. Well, we might have to be getting back into our game, but I really want to thank you for coming out and telling us about what you're doing here and everything you're trying to do.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you as well. I think we're going to be going, and thank you for staying here with us.
All right.
Yeah, well,
Do I?
and we're going to break as well. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we're going into grand finals. My son? Okay. Now we're already in grand finals, which is Lord Kratos versus Texas Fall. We apologize for a little bit, but we needed to pop that question out there. These people really do help. But we are already in our match with Raiko against Havoc. What do we want to see from this, Gino, who's already back?
I want to see someone come, Lord Kratos winning within the lower finals already, and he's coming in here, and I know that he already lost recently against Texas Ball, but who matters about that? What matters right now is if you adapt, if you do everything under the sun to push forward and do anything and everything to keep this going.
Yeah, we were a little late, so there's already a 1-1 even in this round. But as we're seeing right now, Raiko, who is that Kratos or Texas Fall?
Raiko is going to be our Lord Kratos was the Havoc player.
Okay, so Raiko, which is Texas Fall, already taking the first round of the set. Is this going to be a best of 5 or a best of 3?
It's going to be a best of 5, most likely.
Okay.
It might be just a best of 3, but right now we do have a couple technical difficulties and a little bit of miscommunication. That is A-okay because it does not matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what's happening on the backside. It matters what is happening on screen right now. It's what's
Exactly.
happening right now.
And Lord Kratos already taking that first round. I want to see Texas Fall. Was it Lord Kratos? I thought it was Texas Fall. I don't know. I'm a little
Lord Kratos
confused
is
right
our
now.
Havoc player.
Yes, I'm a little confused right now. I'm sorry, folks. But Havoc already taking massive damage and being cornered by Raiko, but still countering. Do you think he'd be able to continue that and push him back in the corner or no?
Honestly, I think the fact that Havoc would have once he gets that corner game going, he does know how to use it really, really well. But honestly, I think he should be practicing a little bit more when he's in the corner and how to establish himself while he's in the corner, because this game is a little chaotic when it comes to any sort of to anything like that, where you're able to once you get them in the corner, it's very chaotic to get out and even stay there or have them stay there. So honestly, I would say go back to your practice range, practice that a little bit more. But right now, Havoc does not care about that. He cares about doing as much damage as possible.
Completely. And Raiko is just like, Havoc wants to push, but Raiko is still holding his ground. He's still above 50%, but Havoc's already down below it. I think that Havoc, our Lord Kratos character, is just trying to figure out what the play move is here, even though he's already taken the first round.
Honestly, the play move right now, Havoc already giving that, trying to at least establish something, getting projectiles going, trying to do as much damage. Already got 2 projectiles into a fatal blow.
Oh, missing the fatal blow.
It.
And that was his fault too. He knocked him onto the ground. That's how he whiffed it.
And if he took some air out of my out of my lungs right now.
And
Raiko, he dropped that.
finishes him off. That is Texas Fall and Lord Kratos both having 1-1 equal. Do you think that this might be, an instant win for Lord Kratos? Oh, someone just connected their controller. It doesn't matter. Do you think this might be an instant win for Lord Kratos, or do you might think this might be, something that
Honestly, right now, I do have to admit that I think Texas Fall might be the winner of this one, to be honest with you. He established already 2 wins already as Raiko.
But I do want to say, Lord Kratos did show some promise in lower finals.
He did, but who did take him down to lower finals? It was Texas Fall himself who did.
What did we argue? It was. You're entirely right.
Yes.
And Texas Fall, I think, just may have KO'd Lord Kratos here. I'm not entirely sure.
Everybody back home. What we know already as it is that Texas Fall already dominated against Lord Kratos. He did a clean 3-0 sweep against him. And now this is a game where now it's another 3-0 with Texas Fall taking the competition already, winning grand finals already as it is.
That was a very anticlimactic, but very interesting.
I think Lord Kratos, after that one win, I think he forfeited because this was the only game that played. So
wow. Lord Kratos just didn't believe in himself. He couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle the heat.
He couldn't.
That is crazy, and I think that might be the end of our stream overall.
Unfortunately, but look, we gotta give it to our winner, Texas Fall. He really did go all the way through, and he showed his dominance all the way through with his Reiko gameplay, and the fact that he was using Tremor as his combo extension, and he did anything and everything to continue it and went crazy.
Yeah, I'm sorely disappointed in Lord Kratos, but congratulations to Texas Fall, and congratulations to him for winning overall. And I think that might be the end of our tournament. Thank you, everybody.
So we might get an interview. So everybody, please sit for a bit. We might have an interview with Texas Fall, our grand champion winner of South Texas Comic-Con Mortal Kombat tournament.
Have some patience.
And we are live. We are here, at South Texas Comic-Con. Right now we have our winner, our grand champion for Mortal Kombat 1. So, how you feel right now?
Feeling good, man. Payout was pretty cool, and it was fun playing.
Nice, dude. Okay, so we saw that there was only one game that you played against him before everything went out. What happened there? Because the audience back home doesn't know that. We got a round disconnect, and we're like, what? So what happened there?
So yeah, Lord Kratos, good friend of mine. He was here with me last year. I think he got 5th, and I got 4th. And he was here today again. We did some warm-ups together, and he plays a mean string of Quan Chi and Havoc. But I was able to kind of decipher him a little bit. But yeah, he's a good player.
He's good. Okay. So was it just a one and done for him? He was just not up for it, or was there a full set? Because we only saw one game here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was a full set of 3. And I beat all 3, and I think game 1 and game 2 he went 1-2 and 1-2, and the other 2 was 2-0.
Oh, okay. So how you feel right now with the fact that you just won this this, I guess, what you say is a regional right now for South Texas Comic-Con? You are reign champion within the RGV right now. So how you feel about that?
Feels good, man. It sounds like a cool title. I play a lot of Mortal Kombat at home, but they don't give you anything. So.
That's fair. That's fair. Now you're away from just playing ranked. You're just not grinding for a rank, but grinding for an actual title within the arena itself. How do you feel with the fact that you just came here? You came here today. You're in person, and you just took a win. Because this is not just a ranked game or a ranked online tournament. This was in person. You were able to experience this. How you feel?
Feels good, man. I was able to show off to my friends a little bit, show them that, you know, they always ask me like, oh, why you're the only guy playing that game, but you know, I'll show them. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty decent. I'd say pretty decent.
Dude, I have to admit the fact that today's tournament did happen for Mortal Kombat, because we had a lot of canceled tournaments. We only had Street Fighter that only had 3 people sign up. We had Tekken who only signed up for 2. But the fact that we right here in the Valley, we do have an established Smash or Mortal Kombat like community already as it is. And I'm really happy to see that, and the fact that you're now you're here. You're like your friends are like oh, you only play this game. You're like well I'm the only person who played this game for a bit, and now you came into arena against about 16 people or so, and you just reigned champion. So the fact that you are literally a RGV legend right now, or a literal RGV legend against all odds already, you were the one to go on top, and it's like, hey, there's a reason why you're the only one playing Mortal Kombat 1, because you were the one who was always grinding this game. You went crazy, and it did show. You had massive domination. You 3-0'd like twice already. So
I didn't lose a single match out of all the sets I played. I didn't lose any matches, so I was able to get 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 3-0, 3-0.
So where are your plans for right now? Because I know that are you gonna be establishing maybe a new character, or you're just gonna be chilling with this one?
I really like Havoc, so maybe it's time to go give him a try. I also am a big fan of Omni-Man, but Omni-Man's a little bit weaker on the online play side, but very fun character to use. I do play a lot of different characters, but my main one is Reiko. Reiko is a real up-close guy. He does get defeated real easily by maybe like Sindel, Liu Kang, them zoner kind of players. But most of the time, if you get another boxer character, maybe like Omni-Man, Havoc, those guys that they want to be in your face, you kind of got to be in their face as well. So you got to kind of reciprocate that level of aggression.
And now that I guess with this tournament alone, did it actually convince your friends to maybe give Mortal Kombat one more try?
Yeah, I've actually been having more and more of my friends so we can play King of the Hill. There's a lot of cool rumors about the game. I was really hoping that they add like a MK9 style co-op, 2 versus 2.
Oh yeah.
And I've seen that there is kind of like a platform for it on the game, so maybe hopefully one day in the future they add it. So that'd be really cool to get more friends in the game.
Hopefully you do, but we're gonna be closing out this interview for today. We gotta thank all the casters at home. We gotta thank you for coming in and reigning champion. We gotta thank Kaboom for helping us host this whole thing, and we gotta also thank our producer Hondo in the back. He's the one with the keyboard going crazy and everything.
Nice.
So I'm happy to see this tournament go crazy, and we're gonna close this out. So any last words before we close this?
No. Another round, make MK1 2v2, please. Thank you. That'd be great.
All right. Great. See you guys.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities.